Joel Garcia, present.
Alexandra Flores, present.
And Mayor Rick Villarreal present for the record. Do I have a motion to excuse Commissioner
A motion.
Ramirez?
I'll
We got a
second.
motion and a second. Questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. We can stand up. I know if we started, we'll go ahead and, Ms. Flores, you want to go ahead and lead us in a quick prayer?
Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that you watch over us as we go through today's items. I want to also wish blessings over those who are joining us here today, to our first responders, keep them safe, and keep the city of Palmview in good light. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Are you testing us? Did we pass the test? Public comments? We see people in the crowd. Do we have any public comments? Thank you, ma'am. Certified posting of agenda.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and council members, the agenda was duly posted as required by state law within 72 hours prior to the ceremony.
Thank you. So I got a first item, 6.1, National Gear Up Week, and I see we got some staff members from La Joya ISD. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to read this briefly, and then after that, we'll come up here and we'll take some pictures, and then we'll give you a few words and thank you for, and say what your heart and your mind desire. Okay, so proclamation, State of Texas, County of Hidalgo, City of Palmview, whereas Gear Up, gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs is a federally funded initiative designed to increase early college awareness, readiness, and success for underrepresented students. And whereas the program aims to strengthen the pathway to college through systematic partnerships between K through 12 district college and universities with businesses and employers, community-based organizations, and government agencies at all levels to enable the underrepresented students to have the opportunity, skills, and knowledge to successfully pursue the educational training that will enable them to succeed in a diverse and global society. And whereas National Gear Up Week is an opportunity to raise awareness in the community about the positive impact Gear Up is having locally and share the program's accomplishments in an effort to encourage more involvement from students and families. Now therefore, I, Ricardo Villarreal, Mayor of the City of Palmview, and on behalf of myself and the Commission, and the City Council Commission, do hereby proclaim September 25th through the 29th, 2023 as National Gear Up Week, proclaimed on this 19th day of September 2023. Thank you. So, National Gear Up Week, thank you. You want to come on up and have a few words?
Yes, with us today we have Gear Coordinator from Palmview High School, Marta Portillo, and student Itzel Flores. Itzel has a few words she wants to share.
I want to start off by thanking Region 1 for giving me and thousands of other kids the opportunities to explore more about different career paths and the resources to learn about different types of degrees and much more, such as financial aid. But I'd like to give an even bigger thank you to our wonderful Gear Up counselors, Ms. Portillo and Ms. Flores, as well as our grant leader and his team. I have heard from many of my fellow classmates that Gear Up is the best experience ever because not only do our counselors make it fun, they also make it educational. As for myself, I know that Gear Up counselors and staff will help me out with any questions or concerns I have with high school, extracurriculars, and college later on in the future. LASER is a program that Gear Up is a part of, and I was one of the students that was nominated to participate. LASER is a medical internship with DHR. This program has helped me learn about different healthcare careers and what the process is to achieve them all. This program has also impacted my learning by teaching us real-world skills such as how to study, make presentations, and as well as how to manage your time better. Thank you.
Do we want to take a picture? I think we should take a picture. Come on up so we can take a picture. I like that. Instead of being here. Where? Que hablen allá. Radio? Yes. Yes. Next item, 7.1, recognition of National Police Women's Day. Chief?
Yes, so in recognition of National Police Women's Day, you can come up to the front, please. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem Council. So in recognition of National Police Women's Day, you know, we celebrate these females in law enforcement year-round. That's the way I look at it. But, you know, this month is their recognition. You know, I'll start from that side. You know, Reserve Officer Annabelle Lopez does a great job with our youth and our Explorer program. The young lady in the middle, Alexandra Hall, she just started the police academy, so she's our newest police cadet that will be joining the rank and file within the Palmview Police Department. And Ms. Monica Marquez, who's our patrol officer, she's done a tremendous job with our first responder mental health program that we have going here within the department. I also want to brag a little bit about her as well. She's also part of the peer network support team for the state of Texas. What that means is any law enforcement officer needs somebody to talk to, is having issues or problems. She's one of those persons on that peer support network team that they can reach out to as well. So all three of them have done a great job. Ms. Alexandra Hall just began the academy, so we look forward for her to come on board. And Ms. Annabelle Lopez has been instrumental with our youth here. So thank you so much to all three of you.
Thank you. en los 10U and 12U. ¿Están ahí? Estábamos ahí ahorita. All right, next item, 7.2, that one that brings a lot of joy and pride to us because we consider ourselves to be a baseball town. We've been like that for many years. So with item 7.2, we want to recognize our 10U, 12U softball all-star teams for their World Series accomplishments, staffed by Mr. Lugo, who's on his way.
The plane just landed.
Hi.
We didn't get the baseball team that competed in Pennsylvania? Not yet?
Cuando empezó se acabó con... Hijo de suyo, ¿oíralos? All right. We want to, okay, so we want to announce them and wait for you to give their... Sí. Yeah, me animé viendo el coche y los huercos. You have the
Mayor,
floor,
council
sir.
members, we have here our 10 under all-star team from Palmview softball. They went through 2 tournaments, sectionals and regionals. They had to qualify to go to the World Series in Laredo. We had 13 girls, but not everybody could be here today. Some of them were, I don't know, some of them had gone before also with this group when they were younger. But they did compete over there in Laredo, and we want to recognize them and give them a token of award by the council members.
We ready for that, or
Yes.
you tell us when?
Yes, no, I want you guys to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Arabella Ayala. Juliet Peña. Audrey Martinez. Renata Garcia. Darlene De Hoyos. Yari Mendiola. He came in late. And one of the coaches was Pedro Escobar. Yeah, this group was a 10 and under from Palmview All-Stars.
And not in attendance, can we still mention their names?
The what?
Not in
Yes,
attendance.
not present. Jailina Guevara. Sofia Rodriguez. Sofia Hernandez. Jesslyn Treviño. Carter Sandoval. Serenity Lerma. Yari Mendiola. And Adriana Moron. Coaches Angel Ovidio, Alex Hernandez, and Joe Guevara. So, okay, just came in Serenity Lerma.
You ready for a picture?
Take a picture.
Did the balloons go down a little bit? Two steps to the right.
About 1, 2 steps back to the right, to your right. Right there. Now to the left.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Again. Perfect. Thank you all very much.
Escondidos, no se nos esconda.
Here we go. 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, girl. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, parents.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah, we would jump back and forth.
Hello, girl. Welcome.
Ready? Mayor, City Council, this is our 12 and under Palmview All-Star team for softball. Same thing, they went through sectionals and regionals. They had to place to advance to the World Series in Laredo. Team members are Yaritzi Yarbrough, Sofia Escobar, Sophie Escobar, Yaritzi Garcia, Anaí Carrizales, Ruby Moreno, Coach Pedro Escobar, and the rest of the team members were Chrislene Guzman, Laila Lopez Castillo, Eileen De Leon, Angelica Rodriguez, Mackenzie Canales, Juanita Garcia, Celeste Ovidio. The other coaches were Angel Ovidio and of course Pedro Escobar. This group was a 12 and under.
Last one. Thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations, girl.
Mayor, few words to them?
Just want to let you all know that, yeah, bring them. Are the other ones in?
The other girls?
You want to do it for the podium?
Ándale, just stand right there. We got a couple of words I think we'll all share. I think all of us, a little bit from everybody. Don't we want to start over here on this side, Alejandra?
Yes, I just wanted to share with the girls how very proud of you all we are for having represented our community of Palmview. You all did excellent. I just want to continue or encourage you to continue doing what you're doing and listen to your coaches. I know sometimes the coaches can be a little rough on you and maybe you're having a bad day here or there. Just know that if a coach didn't care, they wouldn't correct you. They wouldn't tell you anything. So just take it as, you know what, they want to see us improve. They want to see you improve and grow as an athlete and as a person. Because in sports, you do really learn a lot of values that you're going to use later in life. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to the parents who are there day in and day out supporting your children. Thank you for all that you all do and instilling these values into these young ladies. Thank you.
Well, I guess what else can I say, but congratulations, and coach, thank you for what you do for, for these girls. But first of all, girls, I want y'all to turn around and you give applause to your parents for backing you up, for supporting you. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort to be taking you to practice and doing all this, but take advantage of what you're learning. You're learning discipline, you're learning punctuality, you're learning a lot of things that's gonna help you in life. So sometimes luck doesn't exist, it's being prepared for the opportunity. And that's what you're being prepared. So that's why I thank the coach, thank the parents. So it's up to you all where y'all want to take this. So next year we want to go to the World Series and win it, right? Thank you for all you do.
First of all, I want to thank the parents for taking the time to take them to practice. I was talking to the coach right now, and he says they're having batting practice right now, which, it just shows the dedication and the discipline. What I learned, I've been in the education for 29 years, and what I learned in those 29 years, that discipline is by far more important than intelligence. And those are the things that you're learning right now, the discipline to stay committed to a team, the discipline to stay committed to a task, and those are the students who are going to excel in school and beyond school. So congratulations for the parents to take that opportunity to come and recognize those students that well deserve products of La Joya ISD or maybe surrounding cities around, because now we know that our Palmview is targeted for people from the outside to come and play with the city of Palmview, which we're very, very proud to not just commit to La Joya ISD, but surrounding cities around. Thank you so much. Thank you, parents. I can't say that enough, that the parents are the most important thing for the kids, and you are listening to that discipline that you're going to take for the rest of your life. Good luck, blessings, and let's go get them.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, young ladies, and also all the parents supporting you, girls. I want you to bring a good trophy to Palmview and bring Palmview over here big. And thank you very much for everything you're doing for you and the community. Thank you. Bye.
Well said, Commission. Thank you all. We all, ladies, we all serve here. Us here, we're elected, and we serve. And at your positions, you all are pretty much elected too, right? Because if you don't play hard, you don't show up to practice, you got to do certain things to be on this team, to be on your team, and you did everything that you needed to make it to where you're at today. And this is not the end, this is the beginning. And how many of you go to school together? You don't have to raise your hand, but just think about the people that you go to school together with, and maybe you don't go to school together with some. So we talk about families and building good relationships amongst yourselves. We have to have good relationships amongst ourselves too to get things done here in the city. And you all got together and built good relationships, and I hope that you can build lifelong relationships. And when you're 16 or 18 or like 53 like I am over here, You can, that's a long way to go. You can look back and say, hey, we played together, remember, and we were champs. And good memories, build good relationships, build good memories, and never forget that this is another family that you have built and created within yourselves. And you all have a sister, it's called the neighborhood, right? And then you have the sisterhood, the hood, and you're a part of the hood, okay? So teamwork makes your dream work, all right? And congratulations again, thank you. And God bless you all, and we're gonna see you again in a few months, in June or July, when we come back from the World Series, because you're gonna go again, all right? But don't forget the hard work that it takes to get there. Coach will let you go to batting practice. Take the girls so they can get busy over there. Thank you, guys. Good luck.
Coach.
Thank you.
This one should go quick. Thank you, parents, again, from all of us. So at 6:35 PM, do I have a motion to go into open public hearing on item 8.1?
A motion to open.
A motion and a second. Questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. And again, 6:35, we are in an open hearing. Item 8.1, consideration for a conditional use permit requested by Rogelio Cantu to move in a guest house at Mission Groves Estates. Go ahead, Mr., going to give us a little
Hello,
rundown?
Mayor, Council. Yes, this tract is located on the north side of East Loop 374, approximately 330 feet west of Brayfogle Road. So the applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to move in a guest home to the property. The tract is currently zoned as general business, but has been used as residential since the beginning. So the property currently has one home on it and would require a conditional use permit to move in the guest home. There were 15 letters that were sent to the residents in the surrounding 200-foot radius, and as of today, there was only been one letter returned in favor. After discussion, the Planning and Zoning Board did vote to approve to request the request for the conditional use permit. They did request that the permit would be renewed yearly, just based on the use of the property. As long as it doesn't change to commercial, we can renew the conditional use permit.
So it went through the planning and zoning already?
Yes.
Okay. Any input, any questions? All right, thank you.
We do have Mr. Cantu here also if you have any questions.
I met him outside earlier. No, I met Mr. Cantu outside earlier, explained a little bit of what was happening. Okay. All right. So at 6:37, I end the public hearing if there's no other comments. Item 8.2, discussion of...
Mayor.
8.1, I'm sorry?
8.2.
8.1, now I'm going into 8.2. Do I need a motion for the record to close the hearing? Motion and second, we already, okay. 8.2, discussion if possible, do I have a motion?
Mayor, I'm going to make a motion based on the recommendation from Planning and Zoning to approve the conditional permit.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries. Item 9.
Mayor, 9.1, 9.2 of the consent agendas, 9.3. How many are there?
Four.
4.
5, 6,
9 to 9.8. Those are the consent agendas. I'll make motions to approve from 9.1 to 9.8.
have a motion and a second.
I'll second.
Mayor, just for the record, we've already covered these either in workshops or prior meetings, which is why they're on the
Yeah.
Correct, thank you, thank you. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Any questions? I know I didn't say questions. Okay, motion carries. Under new business, 10.1, discussion and possible action on acceptance of GLO contract number 24-067008-E195 CDBG DR 2019 disaster funds for Moorfield Road.
I will make a motion, but can you give us a little background on that? But I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution. To accept.
Okay, a motion,
the
do
GLO
I have a second? I'll second. Go ahead and give us a little.
Just give us details on that.
If I talk here, there's an echo? No. Midas setting up the screen. We're going to be sharing this with the public as well. But again, great news. Last month we got our contract for GLO for the 2018 floods, which was South Showers Road and the Riverside subdivision. And we had our kickoff meeting a few weeks ago with GLO. So at the end of last week, Mayor Villarreal got the contract for the 2019 floods. That's for the Ramirez subdivision, which is, south of Moorfield on 495 for 19, 20, 21, and 22. This is a $606,000 grant with the city match being $10,000. So it's a great return on our investment. We're putting in $10,000 to get $606,000 back. Our match is about 1.6%. So that's also amazing. Right now, the stormwater collects in the trenches along the streets, and then it just kind of sits there until we go pump manually or it dries up. So it becomes a health issue and a health hazard. It was designed like this by the county when they paved the streets before it was within the city of Palmview. So every time it rains, this is one of the areas that we have to go and check constantly because there's no drainage outfall. Now this project will connect each street to drainage outfall along Moorfield Road, approximately 844 linear feet. From there, it's going to flow west towards a detention pond that will bleed out across the Edinburgh Canal and into an existing drainage ditch on the east side of the canal. So again, very excited about this. This is a big hit for us, a big win for us, together with the other project that we have.
So that's going to help the flooding on the south Moorfield?
South Moorfield from 495 to almost the frontage.
That's good.
All along.
Initially, I guess the misunderstanding, we were supposed to kind of thinking that the summer would be the breaking ground for us to go there, but based on federal funds and they have their own process, that's why it's taking a little bit longer, but thank you so much for being patient. And this is for the two subdivisions, the Ramirez and the Showers, close to Chavez Middle School. Is that correct? Correct.
Yes, sir. Both big projects.
And do we have any
We're trying to set that up right now, and also they came during the week and they brought us these coins, and so we're going to present this to the mayor. You can just pass it to the mayor on behalf of the Texas General Land Office in the project. What we're showing on the screen is the project itself, so you see the subdivision and the streets that are included all highlighted. You see a line going up and down Moorfield Road, that's where the outfall is going to be, and then it bleeds west towards the Build Canal. There's a little detention pond area near that canal to the far right. That's where the water will hold and then slowly bleed out across the big Edinburgh Canal, and actually it's going across into the smaller drainage ditch on the east side.
And when do you think this is going to be started?
Because of, like Commissioner Perez was saying, that these, unfortunately we're at their timelines and their processes and federal guidelines and so forth. We'll be lucky if we have, contractors in place in 2024, the first quarter of 24 to actually have construction maybe in the summer of 2024. They said they're going to try to streamline it to move it sooner, but right now that's kind of the timelines that we're looking at right now. But of course, that is subject to change.
So you're looking at maybe 8 months, something like that?
Yeah, just keep us posted I know we've been communicating with GLO a lot through email, and their reps, but I'll keep sending you and then the communication, but just keep us posted, keep the commission posted on what the timeline is.
Yes, sir.
And so we can keep the community informed and up to date. Okay, so we had a motion second, we did not, yes, we did vote?
No vote.
We didn't vote, okay, so we had a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Item 10.2, discussion and possible action to adopt resolution 2023-26R to designate authorized signatories for the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Relief CDBG-DR program for GLO, state contract number 23-152-004-EO71.
So move for approval.
A motion
a second?
and a second. Questions?
For the record, this is for the grant that we already have for the Amita subdivision. Now, they're already named as far as who's going to be the signers or the respective parties, and they do it by title. That way, in case somebody changes, the title still holds. For Section 1, the mayor and city manager are listed to authorize and to execute any contractual documents with the GLO. Section 2 is the mayor, the city manager, and the assistant finance director authorized to execute purchase vouchers and requests for payments from the state. And Section 3 is the city manager be authorized to execute environmental review documents for the CDBG. At our next meeting, we'll have another item for bank account signers where the council will select from the council to have people who are going to sign the checks.
Will do. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Item 10.3, discussion and possible action on a second amendment to the contract for solid waste collection and disposal services with Republic to continue with industrial and/or roll-off services only for the city of Palmview. Staff by Mr. Leo.
Yes, real quick, this is for commercial services. October 1, we start our residential. We're on point for that. Now, from October to December, just to finish out the year, we are going to ask Republic to continue with the commercial and the industrial roll-offs. As you all know, our commercial truck arrived yesterday, drove in, really, really nice to see, and we're ready to go. So now we're just going to be ordering the commercial actual cans, the garbage cans, so we can deliver them in the next couple of months to be ready for January 1st. But again, this extends only our commercial while during that transition period.
Make a motion.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Did we do that? Motion and second?
Yeah.
Okay, all.
No, we didn't, I'm sorry.
Let's get a second. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. All good things. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you, Finance Department. Mike, Mr. Leo, thank you also, everybody who's involved in this. Good stuff.
Are we having a meeting before October 1st or not?
We're probably going to need a special meeting next week for finalize our budget, do the signing for the bank account, and maybe one other line, but yeah.
I think we placed an announcement as far as anybody who has difficulties with the trash cans, so we can make sure that they're not damaged and they're functional, so they'll be ready for October 1st, because that's when we're gonna be starting collecting our trash, our city of Palm Beach. Thank you for being patient, and good things are coming.
Keep us, Cesar, just keep Mr. Leo and us on the loop on the commercial as well, and thanks to Republic as well for taking care of the city for many, many, many years, and we're still gonna continue to work together. We still have a contract with them anyway over at the site over there on, where is it, on north of here, Silver Mile, north of Palmview in the Macoute area. So thank you. Item 10.4, discussion and possible action to approve final plat for El Rancho Estates Phase 4 subdivision. Staffed by our planning department.
Let me make a motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Questions? Any details we might need to know? I think it was.
No, planning and zoning did recommend to approve it, that this project is complete, so.
Okay, more homes to the city.
Yes, this is a four lot subdivision.
All right. All in, thank you, Rudy. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Next item, 10.5, discussion and possible action to approve final plat for Ranchos Los Sueños.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Questions?
This is also a four lot subdivision, and they have completed the project. The only item we would be pending is the 30-year letter that we will get from them before subdivision recording.
All right. Any other questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Item 10.6, discussion and possible action to approve final plat for Reina's Crown subdivision.
So move.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries. 10.7, discussion and possible action to approve preliminary plat for Guerra Garza subdivision.
So move.
Second.
And a second, thank you. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Quick question on Reinas and Guerra, how many combined lots?
Reinas is a 9 lot subdivision, and Guerra Garza is 1 lot. It's just a single lot subdivision.
All right.
18 lots combined.
Combined, 18?
18 rooftops, huh?
Yeah. Good stuff. 10.8, discussion of projects of Urban County Program 2024, staffed by Planning Department.
We're going to put another item on the screen, but what we're passing out is, as we all know, historically, we focused on paving with the monies that we get from Urban County. This first map is gives you a good indicator, good visual that GPS put together that shows all the streets that have been paved already. As you can see, over the last 5 years, a very good portion of the streets have been paved, but we still have some to do. The red starts with the Palmview sewer paving. While we do have still concerns with the, the veterans and with South Brayfogle, but look at all the other streets that are, that are working fine and holding out, that are in good condition. Then you see the blue, which is urban county streets that we've done. The Green Gate Grove one, or I'm sorry, the one south on Green Road. Over there by Chihuahua, the Pettersville area, that subdivision was paved, and then we did the Silverado, which is Neil Silver Spur Lane here on the left. We have targeted right now that's going to be starting, if not next week, in the next 7 to 10 days, Business Center Drive and Palo Blanco Drive.
In the next what?
In the next 7 days, give or take.
7 days
Yeah, it
to
should
pave those two?
To start, yes.
To start?
Yeah. They should be putting up signage, probably this week. The signage just got approved. Palo Blanco, is it? Palo Blanco.
Palo Blanco and Business Center.
And Business Center. So for next year, what we talked about potentially, you see it in purple, is Benson Road south of the expressway to Old 83. It's a heavy traffic area and it has a lot of potholes. So we're looking at potentially that one. And then Lahoma south of the expressway as well for areas that didn't get paved during the sewer project. So for next year, if you look on page 2, or for the following year, where, as we call it, we can't pave everywhere. There's only certain areas. So you see the area in green. If we go to the next page, Mario, you see the area in green. Those are the eligible areas. So again, it's all to the south, and there's one tract in the south that we cannot. So Rudy put together a list of some streets that we could look at. You see those X's to the left on that corner. That's Villa Rama Street, Ram Avenue, Triple J Drive, Buckhorn Drive, Mar Street, PTJ Drive, Cantu Street, Clavel Street, and Mile 1 South. So these are just kind of some of the ones that could potentially target. Now, what we did have a conversation with Urban County, as we all know, we sustained damage to the park at Showers Park and the equipment, and the insurance company, unfortunately, is not covering what the value is, so there's going to be a shortfall. So because Urban County was utilized then, we asked, can we use these funds for playground equipment for Showers Park? And see, the answer to that is yes. It's in an eligible area. We could do that. So if that's something that you want to consider, we can look at that. The only thing is, we're subject to their timelines as well, so we might be waiting for at least another 1.5 years before that gets done at Showers Park, so we might be without that amenity at Showers Park. Now, we can talk to them about maybe doing it next year, and we save Benson Road and Lahoma for the year after, but again, it's just up for input. Do we want to stick to the paving? Do we want to try to get that playground equipment done, or,
We can have a budget work session?
Yeah, this would be,
I think
Add it in there.
we can still decide later. We don't have to decide which streets are coming up, something to have a conversation, or we do have to mention it now.
no, at this point, Rudy, what are they looking for? Just input? Because we're going to have a public,
We would have to have a public hearing.
Right.
On our October meeting, for any public input, but we do have to submit a preliminary plan by November 17th, I think.
Rudy, and the preliminary plan, we can, like those X's, there might be some other areas that we can include that in the preliminary plan, right?
Well, we would have to get an idea of what we want to do, because we have to have an engineer's cost estimate in order to make sure it qualifies, or it's the amount is right for those. So I don't think it'll be all of them, a couple maybe.
Yeah.
But that's we would have to get the engineer working on it first.
Can we get some information? I know those X's, but can we get like a priority list, like from 1 to 5 and 1 to 10, and see where is more of a priority between those X's? And then from there, we can see where the need is.
Okay, we can put that together.
Yeah.
okay, and then we can do that in a workshop too.
Okay, so that was just a discussion item. 10.9, discussion and possible action on a contract for election services for Hidalgo County Elections Administrator for the November 7, 2023 special charter amendment election, staffed by Mr. Liu and/or Secretary.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Council. The item before you is the contract for election services for the November 7th, 2023 charter amendment election. It is a standard contract that outlines the roles and responsibilities of the city and of the county. Hidalgo County Elections Administrator would be overseeing the administration of the election. They provided a cost estimate for the election. However, this is based on the 100% standalone costs. We do know that the Hidalgo County will be having the constitutional amendment election as well, so we would have the total amount split, or certain amounts, mainly as it relates to the number of machines, the poll workers. Some of those costs will be divided among the entities that will be having an election in our city, including the school district as well. So potentially, some of the costs may be divided by 3. And it would come in line with what we've averaged, which is in the realm of $19,000 instead of the $40,000 that they estimate.
That's a win-win.
Yep.
And again, we would follow the schedule, their schedule for voting, early voting, which would run October 23rd through November 3rd, with the hours Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday from 10 to 4, and then again Monday through Friday again 7 to 7. And the polling locations would be locally here, would be at the gym, and I believe they also will be having La Mansión as part of their polling places. And this would be both for early voting and election day.
What were the dates again? October 23rd?
October 23rd through November 3rd.
Now, we are expecting a little higher turnout than we normally would in a constitutional election, just because all the school districts, or the majority of the school districts, are all having a TRE election on there. So we expect to see a higher percentage of voter turnout than we would normally see in an off-season year. One thing I was talking to Michael about, sort of gearing up to that, is if we want to have a town hall between now and then, maybe an English and a Spanish one, to go over our proposed charter amendments. And so I'm happy to do that service if we need to, if you all think that it's needed for us to
Good idea.
conduct that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it would be a good idea, just so we can educate, and there's no, I guess, misinformation out there or misconceptions of what is going on and what the purpose behind it would be.
Maybe the week before early vote, or the 2 weeks before early vote,
Yeah.
we do
I can do that.
Tuesday and Thursday, one English, one Spanish. It'll-
So vote for approval.
I second.
Good, thank you. Motion second. Thank you for the recommendation, and plug it in with get with Ms. Annette so that we can get a date to get the town halls. And thank you very much for your diligence and your dedication. Yes. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Item 1010, discussion and possible action on resolution amending resolution 2017-24, providing for the change of the regular meeting schedule for October, November, December 2023, and January 2024.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and
give us-
council members, the item before you is for consideration for either cancellation or rescheduling of at least one of the regularly scheduled meetings. As you know, October 3rd is in conflict with the TML annual conference, as well as November 7th is election day, and December 19th, it's during the holidays, as well as January 2nd of 2024. And so staff is looking for direction if you wish to reschedule or if you wish to cancel and hold only one meeting during those months.
I'll make a motion
For what?
to, to have a combined meetings on a scheduled date.
Yes.
To have a combined meetings on a scheduled date to make sure all the items are being pressed, because we might have items in there that might be needed. So we can do special meetings around it as well. We
Yes.
can do special meetings
I'll
around
second.
it for that.
Second.
Okay, had a motion, a second. You got the verbiage?
Yes.
Okay. With, special, because it's going to be a busy end of the year.
Yeah.
All right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
And also, just for the record, we will need a special meeting probably next week to do our end of the year budget amendment and
Yes.
assignment for that bank account that we talked about.
Yes, sir.
And that will coordinate with you guys on that.
Yes. Item 1010, discussion and possible action on resolution amending resolution 27, hold on.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did
that
that.
already. Yes. Item 1011, discussion and possible action regarding a resolution providing for the nomination of candidate or candidates to the Hidalgo County Appraisal District Board of Directors for the 24-25.
Who do we have existing right now?
Our usual process that where we have a deadline of October 15th to send at least one nomination, but up to 5 to the appraisal district for their board. And then whoever gets the top nominations, they come back with a ballot. In the past, sometimes we've just nominated 1, sometimes we've nominated 3, but we have 5. If you're ready, we can do it now. If you want to, think about it, we can bring it back to the next item, but we don't have any preset names.
We don't have no preset names?
Not yet, not until they get on the ballot and they get the most nominations. Right now, it's the nomination, so you're free to nominate whoever you want.
But if we nominate, we don't know.
Well, then they'll-
Exactly. If it's somebody local, chances are they won't get on the ballot, unless they're known, countywide.
So the incumbent or what?
Yeah, we'll wait till.
Well, let's just wait, right?
In the past, we've done, Amador Requenes has been one that,
Okay, I'll nominate him.
I say.
Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Item 1012, discussion and possible action on the amendment of the interlocal agreement between City of Penitas and City of Palmview for emergency medical service.
Mayor, this time legal counsel requesting that we can take this item to executive session.
Okay.
Okay, so.
I'll make a motion to take it to executive.
Second. Got a motion, a second to go into executive session. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
And then there's no action on 1013. The city manager's gonna making no recommendation, so we can skip that one.
That'll be our special meeting next week.
Yeah, for special meeting for next week. And then I'm also asking that we bring in 1014 for legal advice.
Do I have a motion to take item 1014?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, monthly department updates?
Mayor, as usual, the reports are in your packets. We do have department heads who are available right now for any questions that you may have, but unless you have any questions, that's all we have at this time.
Okay, thank you. Item 12, do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Make a motion.
Second. And a second. At this 7 o'clock, I will be closing into executive session pursuant Texas Government Code 551071, 551073, 551074, and that seems like we hit all of the codes. So at 7 o'clock, we are going into executive session, and we have a motion to execute the contract as
I'll make
discussed
a
in
motion.
executive session.
I just want to make a quick modification to that. If we can have a motion to authorize the city manager to negotiate and execute the contract as discussed in executive session.
Well said.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion to authorize the manager to execute, to negotiate and to execute the contract
As
Second.
discussed in executive session.
as
Thank you.
discussed in executive session.
Thank you. We have a second. Take your pick on the second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries. On 1014, okay, we gave city manager authority.
Yeah, so
to
same
work.
thing, make a motion to authorize city manager to proceed and execute payment as discussed in executive session.
So is there a motion as discussed by legal to give our city manager authority to negotiate with the
I'll make a motion,
contractor?
I
as
second.
discussed in
And I'll
executive session.
as discussed in executive session.
Yes. We got a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. And then item, the 12, we discussed. 12.1, we get authorized as,
Authorize city manager and legal counsel to proceed with the purchase of the property as discussed in executive session and recommended by our real estate agent.
couldn't have said it any better, sir. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
A motion, and we have a second. We'll take your pick on the second one there. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. And then we got item 12.2.
On 12.2, Mayor, we have a motion to adopt the city manager's evaluation as submitted by the council.
I make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the evaluation of our city manager as discussed in executive session. Motion and second. Questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, on 12.13, we need a motion to authorize the mayor and legal counsel to execute and create a new employment city contract for the city manager reflective of the changes and recommendations that were discussed in executive session.
I'll make a motion for that.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. And I believe, okay, so just for the record, a lot of good things that played out in this meeting, long meeting. Thank you, commission, and thank you, community, and all of you that work for the city of Palmview and that give your time and effort and energy as we enter into a new fiscal cycle. We hope and pray, and we know that better things are coming to the city in this next fiscal year with Mr. Leo at the helm as well.
Also, happy birthday to our Commissioner Benito Hernandez.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Benito. So at 8:46.
Happy birthday.
At 8:46, happy birthday, Benito, and I call this meeting adjourned.
Mayor, can we also mention the walk?